have to resort to summoning them to appear before the PAAC. This is one of the most important oversight committees of Parliament. And I would remind them that in our Westminster system, the Parliament is part of the government. There are three branches of government. There's the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. And they shouldn't think that this branch of government can just be ignored, because we have very important oversight responsibilities. And this committee, particularly when it comes to the expenditure of funds, and JPS, as was highlighted in our work on the supplementary estimates last week and yesterday at the Standing Finance Committee, is a major beneficiary of a huge $24 billion loan funded by taxpayers. And our taxpayers deserve an opportunity to hear from the JPS directly, not just in a way where they can do a PR media kind of appearance, but where they can be interrogated by the elected representatives of the people who are on this committee. So hopefully a word to the wise is sufficient. I was in touch with their manager of government relations and expressed my disappointment that for a second week in a row they were not attending. And I gave them the opportunity to tell us when they would be available in January when we recommence. They suggested January the 28th, which was sort of the final Wednesday in January. I don't know if members are minded to accept that, or we would want to insist on an earlier date. Let me pause at this time and canvass the committee members. Mr. Newell?
Chairman, based on the level of interest from my constituency, where we're one of the least affected constituencies, but I'm still getting calls daily from people who want to know when they can expect that their electricity will be restored. I think the 28th of January is a long time to wait to have that conversation. So my vote is in favor of an earlier date.
All right, I think the 14th is a Wednesday. We'll give it, not say the first Wednesday in January, because people will still be getting over the Christmas holidays and so on. So we will invite them for the 14th. Just to complete on this issue, this has implications beyond just Hurricane Melissa recovery. We're talking about, well, the minister stated that the government may have to take over if they can't come to some negotiated agreement. And we don't want to take over a transmission and distribution system that is going to be in a commercial death spiral, because that means that it's the taxpayers of this country, not just the ratepayers, but all taxpayers, who would then have to be subsidizing this takeover, repurchase, and operation going forward. So to my mind, this is a critical policy issue. It is a critical fiscal issue, and certainly it is one that is deserving of the scrutiny and attention and deliberations of the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. So Clark, the committee has directed that you invite the JPS for Wednesday the 14th, and that you will make arrangements for our committee to have the chamber for that day.
Yes, already done.
Yes, Mr. Clark.
Is it that you are taking it on as a chairman?
No, I asked the committee.
No, you asked one person.
Okay, do you have an alternative suggestion?
I thought you said you were going to canvass the committee, so I was waiting. Sorry.
But I didn't see your mic. You had pressed the mic.
So I apologize for that. But I still would want to go with the 28th that they're giving us because they come in here on the 14th. We may very well have all the questions in the world to ask them, but they don't have the answer to give. So
today being the 10th? Today being the 10th, we're giving them over a month further, and this is after we started 2 weeks or two invitations ago.
I heard earlier one of the members mention the name mathematician. So check it.
The name
all
what?
Mathematician.
No,
but I still would want to go with the
all right.
20.
So you are suggesting that we go with their 28th. Other members, Mr. Newell suggests Ms. Birchall.
That Jamaica is waiting for some answers from the JPS. We saw yesterday very well in the House when we retired for the Standing Finance Committee that the Minister of Finance could not answer many questions on behalf of the Jamaica Public Service. Since last week, I've gotten a number of questions from constituents, from Jamaicans generally, that only the JPS at this point can respond to. If we push it further in January, we risk the people getting very upset with us for not holding them accountable. We need some answers at the 10th. If they need more time, then they can come back the next week and the following week. But the 10th is time enough. The 14th is time enough for the people to get answers from JPS.
Mr. Forgive me at my age. I'm getting accustomed to names.
Yes, sir. I'm recommending the 28th as well.
Okay. All right. So we seem to have 2 dates, the 14th and the 20th. Mr. Hines?
Yeah, morning, Mr. Chairman. The 14th seems suitable for me. I think we have a lot of Jamaicans that are waiting for answers. My own constituents are bombarding me with
Mr.
phone
Crawford,
calls.
could you find out, the 14th or the 28th? Could you just turn on your mic so that it can be recorded for the...
14th, I vote 14th.
Mr. Newell?
Chairman, I just want to know whether in that letter that we're going to send, whether we will remind them of the power to summons. Because if they've, on 2 occasions, not shown up, I think we probably should, even while giving them the option, but just remind them of the...
Well, somehow I think in their monitoring of the proceeds of Parliament, of the proceedings of Parliament and the media, the message will be received. So the committee is 5-2 for the 14th. So please go ahead and proceed to invite them for the 14th. All right. So now we turn to the Office of the Prime Minister. I understand you had, although you were third in a row, you had